Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Raw Live. I'm Frankie J, your host. And with me, as always, is T.O. in the studio. T.O., what's happening? How's your day been treating you?
Pretty good. Not a bad day.
Well,
A
that's,
little tired
that's
today,
really
but
good to hear.
it's probably about 95% of the population's tired. So
Yeah, it's one of
can't
those
complain
days
about
that
that.
the overcast. But I want to start off by asking the audience a question before we get going here. Has anybody ever lived or live in a neighborhood where there's one or two neighbors that are just obnoxious? They don't want to get along with anybody. They call the cops on everything, and they are just out to ruin your life or your peace and quiet in a neighborhood. Everybody sit on that question. We'll touch base on that near the end of the show. But right now, why don't we go ahead and start off with T.O. and on this day, take it over.
Yeah, on this day in history, June 22nd, 1947, your favorite band member was born in Gilmore, Texas. You know who that is?
Who's that? Who's that?
The great Don Henley.
So John Henley.
Don Henley from the Eagles.
Oh, Don Henley.
Yeah, Don Henley.
Don Henley.
A lot of cool things happened on this day in history. Hitler gained a stunning victory over
What?
Napoleon. Yeah, over Napoleon Bonaparte.
Dynamite.
Yeah, as they took over Paris. That was a big deal there. June 22nd,
kidding.
1940, that was. 2008, Supreme Court ruled that the FCC can oversee radio and TV and censor what they want. George Carlin was a big part of that.
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was one of the reasons why they gathered and had a meeting, and the FCC was born and allowed to censor radio and television. FCC.
See, you would think he would be against that because of his comedy later in life.
He was. Oh yeah, they used his. I forgot what. I'd have to look. I forgot what show he had. He had aired a special, and then after that, I think it was the 10 things you can't say on television. I believe was his show. But in other news, 1944. This is a big one. FDR signed the GI Bill, which
The
was
GI
a big deal.
Bill. Oh yeah, definitely
Yeah.
because it paid for what, college and everything.
Yeah, and
So-
that was definitely a big deal for the World War II veterans coming home, and they signed it before the war was actually over. But back then, segregation was still pretty prevalent, so it was hard
Yeah.
for people of color to still gather the
Oh,
benefits.
I mean, up until the '60s, race was an
Yeah.
issue in the military. So I mean, it still is
Yeah.
probably. But
Definitely. 1937, Joe Louis won the heavyweight title.
whoa, Joe Louis,
Yeah.
and that was alleged fixed fight. If you look that up, I believe.
Oh, really? Over Jim Braddock, I believe.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Muhammad Ali fight.
Oh,
there
yeah.
was-
No, this was 1937. He won the
Okay.
heavyweight title. Joe Louis, big guy.
Wow.
And final one here, Henry Hudson, known for finding most of Canada and running through there in the Hudson River and Hudson Bay, of course. He was sent he was sent by his cast members. They mutinized against him. There was a mutiny, and he was sent to sea. And they believe that was the day he died. There's no clear date of where he died, but that's the date he left, and they haven't never found him since. So, yeah, Henry Hudson, mutiny. That's something. We need
That's
some
a
more
suck.
mutiny in this world, don't we?
Wow. You gotta. Wow. He drew the short straw there, but he
Yeah,
had
he did.
mutiny.
Speaking
that's-
of on the sea, with today's news about the
Oh yeah.
people in the submarine, so I just want to
The
say
old
my
Titan.
condolences. Yeah, my condolences to the family members of the people who passed in the submarine. That was big news
All
this
right.
week.
Hang on a second. We're gonna stop.
Well, I just
right
wanted
there.
to get that out of the way.
Yeah. Well, I have my condolences, but let's think about reality here, okay? Who the frig? I don't care how much money you have. Thinks that's a good fucking idea to get in a 5'10" goddamn can with a remote control from a PlayStation 5 to go 2.5 miles beneath the ocean to see a wreck. You can't kneel, you can't stand up, and you're sitting on top of each other. What? I mean, do you think that's gonna end well? I mean, really?
No, you couldn't pay me to go in there, and those people are paying to go in.
Oh.
See, when you're rich and you got money to burn, you just do
Yeah, well,
crazy stuff.
it goes to show you
Billionaire
money
on there.
can't buy everything. It can't. Can't even buy you a trip to the Titanic.
No, I'd like to dig into that because whenever a billionaire dies, I always think something fishy is in the water.
Yeah,
But you never know.
well, no pun intended. But I have a good one for you. I just drew a blank.
How about his stepson who attended the Blink 182 concert while the guy's missing? His father's missing. And he says my family would want me to be there. No, they don't. I don't want you to be there.
Well, he probably thinks his family was freaking idiots too. I mean, come on, man. Think about being a billionaire's son. Think about it. They just shell money out, and the kids. There's an episode of that. There's a part of the series of Dexter where there's this rich kid who drives a Porsche, and he's a serial killer. But anyways, hey, I mean, that's how this world is. It's just so stupid. I mean, let's go in a tin can 2.5 miles under the ocean to see a wreck when you can see videos of it on YouTube for free and save your money.
Yeah, but I'm not a strong swimmer, so you're not getting me anywhere near water.
You're not going to swim, dude, from 2.5 miles.
No, and that thing pressurized and blew up. I mean, they found pieces.
Well, it
everywhere.
imploded. Yeah. They obviously ran out of air, died, and then the thing just sank to the bottom and is laying next to the Titanic now. So they're with the Titanic. They got their dream.
Yeah, I guess enough. That's true. Another billionaire down there in the sea.
Yep. They got to the Titanic.
It's sad, but it is. I mean, the writing was on the wall.
But true.
They were using it a remote control.
Who was it? I think it was Naked Gun 2.5, where Frank Drebin said, what did he say? It hurts. It hurt. The truth hurts, but not as bad as jumping on a bicycle with no seat. But it hurts.
That guy said a lot of good things. I knew I had to be on my toes like a midget at a urinal.
Yeah. So
that guy was awesome. Now that is funny comedy to me.
Well, be careful. Careful what you wish for. You might just get it. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Boy.
God bless.
Well, come on. I'm just sitting here, tired or not tired. I'm sitting here going, what in the hell's wrong with these people? Like, what's going through their damn head to make them think it's a. I don't care if you have $1 billion. How is that a good idea? I mean, general theory. Even kindergartners would. I mean, I'm scared of 4 feet of water. And they're let's go 2.5 miles.
I know, go ziplining or something.
To move into the next idiotic news of the day, and this might actually be a serious event that's going to be going down. I don't know if you've read into or heard about Zuckerberg and the Twitter dude. What's his name? They want to actually have a physical fight. Zuckerberg, Facebook, is actually a mixed martial arts fighter, and
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk is a jiu-jitsu fighter, and they actually want to schedule an actual fight.
Oh, that's a moneymaker right there.
Oh, it'd be great. It'd be Facebook against Twitter finally once and for all. See who wins it all. Wow. And they could sanction it. It could be in Vegas. It would be a huge draw. MGM Studio, be there.
It could be
Zuckerberg
in space.
Takes on Musk.
Yeah, it could be in space. Well, yeah, idiots. They both tried to be. I mean, they both are attempting to do that. I'm not up on the latest news.
Whatever.
But I'm sure one of them has.
There are other. Think of the two of those guys, right? You've seen the movie about Facebook, right? How it originated. A bunch of geeks in a dorm room, no life, ordering pizza every night, and came up with this idea to socialize via the computer. That's how Facebook was born. So the guy's a geek. So he had to learn MMA to survive because he's such a geek. Musk, I can't imagine he's much different. Usually the geeks become cops or ninjutsu masters because, they get picked on their whole lives. So they have to find something to feel strong.
What can I buy next to make people think my penis is bigger?
Yeah. Well, now they sell penis enlargement kits. They can come in the mail to you.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know anything about that. That came out wrong. You told me about that, I think. I can't remember.
Definitely.
No,
those are on auto send.
Is it wear them out? Is it discreet?
Wear those right out.
Do they keep their promise
I
and
mean,
keep it discreet?
I don't know. I don't
You
care at
should.
this point. Why?
I don't either.
Freedom. We're free.
Yeah,
That's why it's such a great country.
finally we can buy penis enlargement pills and marijuana through the mail, and they deliver it to your door like Uber.
Who would have
Seriously,
thought?
there's an app you can go on and actually buy ounces of weed, and they will deliver it to your house within an hour.
I mean, people have known this for a long time. We're just catching up.
I think it's
We're
great.
in New York. Wow,
yeah, we're in New York.
People in
Highest
California
taxes
are like,
in
where the hell
nation.
you been? Yeah. Well,
Well, in California, they've been growing their own on their front porches since like the '80s. So really, we're catching up. We're behind. And then
Yeah.
it was legal in Colorado like what 25 years ago. So that's why everyone, all the white trash bums moved out to Colorado to all grow weed and drug deal legally.
Yeah,
Think about
true.
it. Think
That
about
is
it.
true.
It's very cheap to live in Colorado. If you look at the overall national cost of living, Colorado is in the top 5 lowest cost of living places to live.
Yeah, it's beautiful there too. They got a lot of problems though. There's a lot of.
Yeah, well, it's thin air. You can't breathe. That's why they're all idiots. You know them, right?
Oh, there's probably a few smart people in there. Come on.
Yeah, well, they might live at lower elevations.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's like
That's
here.
why that
You go.
That's why that kicker could kick those 90-yard field goals.
Oh,
over there.
Jason Elam. Yeah, he's got
Jason
the
Elam.
well, no, his kick was his record was beat I think a couple seasons ago, but yeah, it was because it was thin air and yeah, he broke records. It was Jason Elam, Broncos.
Yeah. What was it? 68 yards? Or was it farther?
60. I think it was 63 yards or something like that.
I can't believe that they're kicking him so far now. I watched one of these old games.
Well,
the guy fell down doing an extra point, made it in like barely, and
well,
like, oh.
You got to remember too that back in the old days they did the straight on kick, and then via, as the '60s rolled around, they started doing the soccer style kick, and with a soccer style kick, you can kick it further because you're swinging your leg like a pendulum, versus kicking it straight on. You don't get as much power behind it, and you fall on your ass.
Unless
that's why the field goal posts were so short. Remember the little stubs?
Yep.
Now they got because of Bill Belichick, they're 75 feet high.
You have to remember the one-footed kicker.
No, he had a half a foot
or half foot.
Yeah, he played for the Saints. Remember, we already went through this. Jack Dempsey.
Yep.
Yeah, and he had records. He broke records. Not only did he break half his foot off, he's got records for flat-footed kicker.
Wow, that's
remember we were arguing if it was an advantage or a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean it's all shoe.
I think he broke records and he was able to play in the NFL. I wonder if they've given him some sort of prosthetic since that time. It's like Michael Strahan. He got offered to get the big gap between his teeth fixed, and he refused because it was his MO.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously,
that's awesome in today's day and age. That's great to see. I don't want to change my appearance. I don't want to change who I am. I don't want to change nothing.
Yeah. But sounds like we might be having some technical issues over on TO's side.
Powered out.
Yeah, you just have to unplug it, maybe plug it back in. But we were gonna. TO had a couple questions from the audience that were emailed in between last show and this show, and he was gonna actually bring that up here. So let's see if he can get plugged back in and turned on. We're getting back over there, TO.
No, sir. You keep going.
Well, we can hear you fine. Just go without the mic.
Will do. All right. I don't know what happened there. Power outage over here on my side.
No, you'll have to. Were you kicking something?
No, but there was a few questions here. Hold on, let me get to them. I'll ask the one for you. We asked the one about your book already. So there was another one about, do you have any pets, and what is your favorite animal?
I don't have any pets now, but when I did, my favorite pets were. I love all animals, but my two favorite were my bird and my dog, because I had them highly trained and they got along.
Nice. Yeah, I did like your bird. Bird was cool.
Yeah.
They're messy though.
That's okay. Well, ask the question for you now.
The question for me was, Tio, I checked out your channel on Real Talk. How long have you been taking care of lawns? And I would say over 20 some years. It's been, let's see, I started with my grandfather long, long time ago, fell in love with it, and just been continuing lawn care ever since. Just a hobby of mine, passion, and I enjoy doing it. But that's all we got on the questions today. Uh, Frankie J, what do you got for him? You got any questions on your side? You didn't fall out, did you? Well, not sure if he's there, but yeah, like I said, lawn care's been a big.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, here he is.
I actually didn't take any questions out of the email. You said you had that handled, so I let you
Yeah.
handle that one. So we had another Mike bite the dust live on the air. So,
Terrible.
well, I don't know what we're doing wrong, but we might cut this show short because we don't want to have poor sound quality. It's not fun that way. But we want to remind everybody that we're here every Monday and Thursday live, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fireside. If you have any questions about this partial show or any shows that we've done, go ahead and email us at info@rawlive.com. Go to our website at info@rawlive.com. Go to our website at rawlive.com, 2 W's, or just send us a DM through any of our social medias, and we'll definitely get back to you if you have any show ideas or anything like that. If you want to be a guest on the show, send an email to info@rawlive.com. Tell us who you are, why you want to be on the show, and we'll go from there. But I would like to end this show with a quick and funny quote, and then we'll wrap it up here. This one, before you get married, okay? Now this is a good one. Before you get married to someone, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are. Will Ferrell.
That's a good one. That's probably true. See how pissed off they get and what
Yep.
starts breaking, who's throwing
Before you
what.
marry someone, let them run a computer on slow internet, and you'll see who they really are. Will Ferrell said that Saturday Night Live. So we're not ending too soon here. It's it's 20 after. We're only 10 minutes shy. But if anybody has any questions, they can shoot them over to us. We will be back Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate everyone being here. Again, we're just going to end it a little early because of